Hey everyone, welcome to Mills Middle School. This is Mark Arnez. I teach 7th, 8th grade math, and I'm excited you're joining us, and I'm looking forward to a good year. Even with distance learning, we're gonna make this work. So, first thing I want to share with you is something that's pretty dear to us called a growth mindset. And we believe that all students can do math at high levels. And I don't know that all kids believe that. I think a lot of people think, well, I'm not a math person, I can't do math. And we know that's not true. We know that if you believe in yourself, the brain works differently, and that mistakes grow your brain. Not right answers. Mistakes do. Struggles and challenges are the things that are good for you, and it's not important to be fast. Those aren't the things that make a good math person. And so I just want you to know these are things that we really believe in. I want to give you an example. It actually happened today of a mistake and where I need your help a little bit. So we were working on a number line, and our learning target was like, where is this number going on this number line? And so the kids are showing me their work, and I have a student that put it out over here. Said, I don't know, and then like they got these little arrows, and they drew their arrow, and they're like, well, I think it goes like here is where 3.8 goes. And that's wrong. It's a mistake. And so here's the point for learning. The problem is, this student right now, if they don't ask the question, so I'll say, hey, does anyone have a question? Anyone having troubles with? This student is having troubles. They don't get it. But if they don't ask the question, I can't help them. They've got to raise their hand. So the student raised their hand, and I said, well, tell me, why did you put it here? Because I'm trying to get into their thinking, right? And they said, well, I just kind of guessed. I mean, here's 4, here's 3 is back here, 8 is here, maybe it's somewhere in between. And so then this gives me the opportunity to talk with them. And I said, well, if this were money, how much money would that be? The kid goes, well, it'd be $3. And this one, $4, $5. I said, how much money would this be? They go, it'd be $3.08. And of course, then I corrected them and go, yep, that's close, but there's actually an invisible zero back there. It's $3.80. And then, so we're having this conversation, and finally I go, oh, it belongs here because it's bigger than $3 and less than $4. Now, everyone who's listening is probably learning more who had similar misunderstandings. What can you do to help your kids with distance learning? Make them ask questions. They have to talk with me. They have to get over their fear in distance learning, and they need to raise their hand, and they need to talk to me. If they explain their thinking, we can do this. We can make this happen, where they struggle and make mistakes and become great at math. So I just wanted to share that with you. This, what are we doing? You can go to my teacher website and look at what the 7th and 8th graders are doing. And then everything we do this year is going to be in Google Classroom, which most of you know. And so they'll go to their classes. And then once they pick a class, it defaults into this place called streaming, which all you see are notices. You don't see classwork in here. They have to click on a tab over here, which shows classwork. So now when we're in their classwork, in my class, this is what we see. It's a long, long list. There's our math meetings, then there's some resources for them, then there's a question of the day, and then we come into our work. This is what we do week 3, and this is what we're doing on Monday, these 3 things. Tuesday, Wednesday, we're doing these 4 things, and then there's Thursday, Friday, and then you can go, well, what do we do the other week? My Google Classroom, like, it's a long list, and it'll just keep going down, and you dive into what are we doing that day. So that's just kind of a preview of the Google Classroom. The other thing we're doing, we have a curriculum, an online curriculum called Mid-School Math. Brilliant program, and we'll be using that a lot this year. Kids will log in, and they'll see the state standards, and they'll drill down on the standard, and then they'll see their assignments. These are actually the 7th grade assignments that we did this week. There's a video in here. There's a kind of like a game where you practice the skill to see if you know it. There's worksheets. This is really cool and easy for me to manage and grade, and that's called mid-school math. All right, next, everyone wants to know how are we doing grades, and we are grading this year a little different, and I need to let you know how this is working. We have a platform in Google Classroom, and in here we're going to collect all the work that they're doing, and this is going to be the evidence. This is going to be the evidence of what they're doing and what have they learned. So, but as far as their grade goes, the actual grade, so you're going to see grades in Google Classroom, but that's not their actual grade. This is just where I'm collecting what they know. But in PowerSchool, they're going to receive 1 grade per learning target. That's it. So everything we've done all week, so it'll look like this. In Google Classroom, here's what we did Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday. You go through this long list. There's a quiz in there. All of these things are graded in Google Classroom, but they aren't going to count necessarily, because what we're grading is, let me move my picture up here. Yep. What we're grading is a single grade, which is based on a rubric grade. Let me scoot this over so you can see it. On a 1 through 6. So I take a look at all of this in Google Classroom, and I decide that this student is probably about a 4.5. That's what I'll put in the grade book, and it'll be for a it'll be for a learning target. And so a 4.5 is like almost expert. That'd be like an A-. And here's a description of these, which you can also find on my website. What do those scores actually mean? 0. Nothing was turned in. I have no evidence of anything happening at all, and so it's a 0. 1 and 2, lots of mistakes. They clearly don't understand it yet, but they're trying, right? That's 1 and 2. 3 and 4, there's getting some good understanding. There's a lot of mistakes still happening, but clearly they're figuring things out. And then, of course, expert, almost perfect, and a perfect score would be I could teach this. So just want to let you know how that's working, and this is all new to us. So give us a chance to figure out how this actually works. But I want to let you know PowerSchool has only 1 grade, and Google Classroom has a bunch of stuff. But the PowerSchool is the one that counts. So I went a little longer than I wanted, but thank you for watching my video of 7th, 8th grade math, Mr. Arnez. Feel free to email me anytime if you have questions. I'm here to support kids. I love what I'm doing, and I look forward to working with your children. Thank you.